Okay. Natsu versus Laxus now, y'all. Natsu versus Laxus. That's a great fight right there. In the anime and other things. However, I'm doing my take on it. You know how it really would have gone down if Gajeel never showed up and all that extra shit. The beginning, like I have three scenarios for this one now, y'all. At the beginning of the series, middle of the series, and like end of Fairy Tail, the regular Fairy Tail. Like we don't talk about 100-Year Quest too much here, not yet, but we will, cause Hiromashima's cool. Not even cool, but fun. That's what I told y'all. I will tell that too many times. I guess. You don't know about Fairy Tail out here. But at the beginning of the series, Laxus has better strength than Natsu. He holds down at a cathedral. Like, he fought against two S-class wizards before Natsu showed up, and he was still able to hold down against Natsu before Gajeel showed up to also help Natsu out. Yeah, he was doing what he was supposed to, you know, for his ends. you know, Speed was always his Laxus too, because he comes in like a flash of lightning. That's why it was a problem for like Urza and Michigan. He was like strong, but not just strong. He was also fast too. Um, and the endurance goes to Natsu, because Natsu had to play a long game with him. Try to like see all the fucking moves that Laxus could do, and he did. Natsu was able to do shit like that, like, you know, last long enough in the fight, stay on his like feet long enough, endure all the, like, you know, all that, you know. Intelligence though goes to Laxus, as Natsu was just like, yo, let's fight. I don't know why you're doing this. But Laxus is like, I'm doing this because everybody's weak, and you're also weak. I actually wanted to fight Urza or Michigan, but I guess you'll do, you know, because he knows that, you know, logically, you know, he's weaker than them. At that point in the series, he's like, Urza and Michigan is stronger than you, and you want to come at me, knowing that I just, you know, beat them, basically. Experience also goes to Laxus, though, because he has been a mage longer and other things. Close skills go to Natsu, though. Natsu knows more, like, hand-to-hand moves, where he has to run up and kick niggas and fucking, you know, punch niggas and, you know, all that. Laxus uses more range attacks. He shoots lightning out a lot. He shoots a lot of lightning outward. And recoup goes to Natsu. Laxus also had bounce back, but Natsu has better bounce back since he's the main character. But also, hacks go to Natsu, because Natsu is the main character, and he has Dragon Slayer secret arts. Laxus don't have secret arts. Environment goes to Laxus though, because Laxus known Magnolia longer than Natsu had. But mid-series though, let's see what that does, because Laxus won that one, 4-7. All right, y'all. At the beginning of the series, Laxus would beat Natsu like that, man, if he didn't have any help from Gajeel and everything else. But mid-series, Natsu takes the strength. Natsu's stronger by that point. He can hold ground pretty well after he had some like encounters with, you know, Horatio Sace and Edalus arc, and also, you know, Tenro Island. And then Speed goes to Laxus still, because Laxus still had to come save Natsu during that time. He had to, like, you know, step in the way because Hades was going to kill Natsu, and then he was like, he got there in time to save him. But durability, all right, that's Laxus still. He can still tank attacks better than Natsu by that point in the story, up to the Tenro Island arc. And then endurance goes to Natsu as well, just like last time, because he plays the long game. He can play the long fight. with these enemies. Intelligence goes to Laxus because he's smart and he's like, you guys stand back. He's also smart in like, other ways. Not even smart, but he's experienced. He's like, somebody with the fairy tale guild emblem has to defeat him since he was made a mockery of the guild. I'm not a guild member no more, but you have to like do that because you're a member of the guild. Natsu was like, he got an amp from that, But if it was them fighting each other, it would still be fucking a fucking fight. Those two people, and the close skills are Natsu still. He still has better hands and other things than Laxus. Laxus has range skill still, shooting down lightning bolts and other shit. Recoup, bounce back, goes to Natsu. He had to fight Zonkro. He was put in the ground by Blue Note, and also Altir too fucked his ass up in the woods. And he still bounced back from that to run hands with Hades. Hacks go to Natsu, Dragon Slayer Secret Arts, and Lightning Flame Dragon mode. Even though he got that shit from Laxus, he's able to like use that shit. And the environment also goes to Natsu because Natsu's been on a lot more quests. And he knows how to operate better in a quest setting, as opposed to if it's the guild. Laxus has more ties to the guild hall because of his blood. But 6 out of 5 goes to Natsu on that one. And then the end of the series, strength goes to Natsu. Yeah, he's been on a whole bunch of missions. He's lost Ignil at that point. He's not going to lose anybody else. Laxus is, similar with, his Southern Legion, but he's, kind of, here and there and like not really, I don't know. Natsu's heart's more into the guild than Laxus is at most points in the series, so that's why I still give it to Natsu. But speed is still Laxus though, all the way, all the way. He's showing up behind niggas and stuff like with lightning, because he runs lightning time and gun. Natsu is faster, but still Laxus. Laxus is still faster than Natsu. Durability is Natsu. He has durability. I don't know. Durability. After all the fights he's been in, he become more durable. After the time skip, where he trained in the woods in the mountains with Ignil's power, he got more durable. And Laxus actually lost his durability. During that fight with that machine guy from Alvarez, Wall. When he fought Wall, that shit was like, it was a bad matchup, but Laxus still should have been able to like handle that shit. Endurance also goes to Natsu because and it was because Laxus had absorbed Bane particles, but still, he shouldn't let that shit happen to him. Intelligence goes to Laxus though. Intellect and experience still goes to Laxus too. She's been a wizard longer and other things. Close skills goes to Natsu on that shit still. Running with running shit with Adriel's army of sand people, and then taking out a fifth of Zeref's 100,000 man army by himself. Then going to fight hands with Zeref, and then fighting hands with Gray, and what's his name? That I can see him in my head. He has the Astorias. Historias. He brought back Hades, and Laxus was actually like, what the fuck? I have to fight against him after I fought against the wall. I think his name's Nineheart. I think that's his name. I forgot what his name was. But he was talking about those. And then, but the range skills is still Laxus. He was hitting wall with a whole bunch of lightning. He had to hit it. He had to go past, a regular lightning and use blood lightning, red lightning, to to take it down. Yeah, he said lightning that goes past lightning. And then close skills are, oh wait, I already told you Natsu, and range skills are Laxus. But the bounce back is Natsu. Because Natsu almost died twice. When he became END, when Demario was fucking with him and Lucy, but also when he was fighting his brother and he almost died because Zeref had the power of like Fairy Heart, and it made him too powerful, and Natsu couldn't handle it. The hacks go to Natsu. He got the power of friendship on his side. He said, "Cool, give me the power and let me like run this shit with Acnologia, the most powerful villain in the series." And it basically took one hit from that punch to destroy him. On the whole series, it was like hard to beat him. Magically at the last moment, hacks, spot armor. Um, environment also goes to Natsu as he runs around everywhere. They know him as Salamander. They know Salamander more than Laxus. Only 7 people know of Laxus, but everybody knew of Salamander. That's why I got Natsu winning 7-4 at the end of the series. Natsu goes from being, weaker than Laxus to being, more powerful than him. That's how that works, and that's how it is. Stay tuned for more. It'd be cool calling on the corner and leave comments and questions and all kind of shit. I'll make more of these inverse battles. A lot more coming. A lot more of all that shit. Power skill and everything. Everything Green Angel does is still on the way. I'll be